Hey folks, and welcome back to Mountain. I'm Tony.
I'm Joanne.
We're from Gagnon's Mountain Homestead. Hey. Anyway, today is bunny processing day. We've never done this before, but we've watched a whole bunch of your videos out there on YouTube, and so we're gonna try our hand at it, so to speak. So without further ado, let's get the bunnies. All right, so we got a bunny here. One of our bunnies. Ones we call freezer bunnies. First thing I want to do, I want to see how much he weighs. 5 pounds, 12 ounces. So that's a good weight for this bunny. We're not quite sure how old they are. There's many different ways to dispatch. We're going to be trying the broomstick method. We've never done this before, so we're going to give it a shot. We're not going to show you that part. We're going to put their back feet into these slip knots here, and then we can skin and gut them here. All right, folks, so bunny's dead. We use the cervical dislocation, the broomstick method. Basically, you put a broomstick across the back of the neck and you pull the feet and it breaks the neck. I've done that. I've slit his throat so he's bleeding out. These are just what they call the death throes. He is indeed dead. His head's flopping around. He's dead. I am going to cut off the ears to give to our dogs. Say what you will. That's what we're doing. Next, I'm going to cut off the front feet because it's just easier to get the skin off that way. We are not saving the hides. These are way too young. The fur just rips way too easy. So first thing you want to do is find the ankle joint right there. You want to cut the skin around that. With being careful not to cut the tendon in the back. That's what everybody warns about. Once again, we haven't done this before, so this is all brand new to us. There we go. We'll do this one. I would suggest having a sharp knife. I use this knife for turkeys and chickens and deer and everything else. It's a Victorinox. Awesome knife. It was like 20, 30 bucks on Amazon. Awesome, awesome knife. The Bearded Butchers use this knife, so that's where I got the idea for it. I ordered it and I love it. Okay, little cut here on the front, and then I'm just going to run my knife up the skin to open that up. I'm going to rip that. It's amazing how easily this does this. And then we're just going to pull the skin down. Maybe. Well, the other one went easy. That's right, we did a practice run. Right?
Right.
There we go. And just pull it down like that. I don't know what that is. And the same thing here. Run my knife up. Careful not to cut the meat. Whoops, I'll get it. We're just going to peel that skin off. Maybe. Once again, folks, our first time doing this. And I'm getting fur everywhere, which is what I don't want to do. There we go. And we'll peel that one down like that too. All right, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to reach behind here, and I'm going to put my finger behind. You can see here's the tail. It's the front of the rabbit and the back. I'm reaching through here so I can get my fingers through. Now, we let our rabbits have a last meal, so there is poop in there. Now what I'm going to do, so I'm reaching through, you see my fingers. This is the, oh, he's pooping. So I'm going to put my knife through here, and I'm going to cut off the tail right now. And that's that. The tail's off, along with the rest of the skin. I'm going to pull this skin down. All right. There we go. Oh, there's some pieces, parts. Then we're just going to peel the skin off. And it really does come off pretty easy. Oh, I didn't cut the head off. That's the problem. All right, so I'm just going to pull the front feet through like that. And I didn't cut the head off, so I can't pull the skin off that. So now I'm going to cut the head off. There we go. The skin and the head, everything's off. Okay. Now what we got to do is we got to get out the innards and everything else. I'm going to cut each side here on the colon. And then on the belly down here, I'm going to pinch a little bit of skin. And I'm just going to open that up a little bit so I can get my fingers in. Now I get the blade, the sharp part of the blade facing me. I'm just going up with it like that. Very careful. I almost did it, not to hit the bladder. That's the bladder. Pull that up, reach up as far as you can, and cut that puppy off. Okay. Now I'm going to cut down the front. And then I'll just rip. I'm going to grab the colon from this end. I'm going to push from the top with my finger and just pull that whole thing right out, hopefully. We got a little bit of poop, no biggie. There's the rest of the colon right there. And we'll put that out there. Okay. Now we got kidneys here. I'm going to pop them out. And we're saving them for the pups. And all this guts here is going to come right out and bloom right into the bucket. Here's the stomach. That's going in the bucket. That's the trash bucket. And this is... Oh, you don't have to. This is the liver.
I'm having trouble looking at it.
And what I'm going to do with this is I'm looking for the gallbladder right there. That's got all the crap in it. Not crap, but the poisons. So pinch it from the small end. See how it's got a small end and a big end? We're going to pinch that from the small end and pull it off. And throw it in the trash bucket. And the rest of the liver is going in the doggy bucket. All right, now, if you look inside here, there's this membrane that goes across here. On the other side of that membrane is the heart and the liver. The heart and the lungs. So we're going to cut that membrane. I keep dropping my knife. Cut open that membrane like so. All right. We're going to reach in there and grab out, well, first we'll grab the heart. Yeah, we got some lungs with it. It's going to be bloody. This animal was alive just a couple minutes ago. There's the heart. We're going to put that in for the puppies. And now I'm going to pull out the rest of the lungs and the esophagus and get everything else out for them. And that is it. That's a cleaned out rabbit. We'll get this fat out of here. I think they're fatty because it's winter. If anybody wants to tell us, go ahead. But I believe they're fatty because it's winter time, even though they're very young. All right, there's one cleaned out rabbit. So now what we're going to do, we're going to cut his feet off. Well, we're going to cut some of this off here too. Don't need that. All right. He's cleaned out. Colon's cleaned out. We're going to cut these back feet off. right at the ankle joint, and put him in some cold water with his brothers and sisters. And that's it. That's how we're processing our rabbits for now. They're going to stay in cold water for a couple days, and then we're going to cook up a couple and freeze a couple. So that's it for now with those.